Welcome to the Edmonton Real Estate Market Update for November 2019. I'm going to get into it right after this. Hello, my name is Patrick Fields and I'm a realtor here in snowy Edmonton, Alberta with RE/MAX Select. If you've been thinking of buying or selling a home and want to know what's going on in the Edmonton market, then make sure you watch this video all the way to the end so you fully understand what's happening right now. If you have a question or comment, just leave it below, and if you enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. Let's start out by looking at what happened with home prices in November. In November, people that bought single-family homes spent just 1.38% less than those in October, and 1.39% less than a year ago. $424,832 is the amount that was spent overall. It was $432,124 in September and $430,785 in October. So are buyers getting better deals, or just being a little bit more conservative and spending a little bit less? Personally, I've witnessed both scenarios with several buyers. Here's some great news for condominium owners. The average price paid for a condominium is up 4.6% from last year and up 1.39% from October. The average price of all the condominiums sold in November was $226,514. And that's a jump of $3,100 from October. Duplexes are an extremely popular choice for buyers in Edmonton these days, and with so many on the market, it's not surprising that the price was down again. Nearly a 5% drop from last month and down 8.8% from last year. The average there is $324,506. It was $341,491 in October. So overall, for the month of November, buyers spent just under 1% less than they did in October and 2.73% less than they did 1 year ago. Buyers spent an average of $350,613 during the month. That's the average of all the homes that sold divided by the total of number of sales for the month. So a tiny increase or decrease month to month really isn't anything to worry about. It is great to see how active the market still is for this time of year. New listings were down from October, which again is totally normal, by 24%, but it's down 13.6% from last year. We saw 1,347 new homes hit the market in the month, which brings our total inventory at the end of November to 5,369. It was 5,845 at the end of October. This is great to see. We've been battling excess inventory for quite a while. But it's also very typical for this time of year. We have this roller coaster where inventory levels are at their lowest in the winter and highest in the summer, when buyer activity is also the highest. So there could be a lack of homes for sale in your area, and it can make sense to list your home during the holidays. Check out my video to see if that is something for you to consider. We had 808 houses, condominiums, and duplexes sell in November, and that's up 1.5% from last year, but down 14.77% from last month, which again is totally normal for this time of year. Sales do taper off in the winter and ramp up again in the spring. So far in 2019, we've had 11,059 home sales, and that's down just 0.03% from 2018. If you saw my September market stats video, I predicted that housing sales would pick up in October, November, and December versus last year, and that we would pass 2018 sales. Now, it won't be by much, but I still think we will pass 2018 numbers from what I'm experiencing in the market. And why wouldn't you buy a home right now? Low interest rates, great selection, some motivated sellers means that you can get out of renting and own a home of your own, sometimes at the same price. When we look at the days on market, it took an average of 71 days for all categories to sell, just 1 day more than last year. Single-family homes took 65 days, which was the same as last year. Condominiums took an average of 80 days, which again was the same as last year. and duplexes took an average of just 60 days to sell in November, which is 12 days quicker than it was last year. I can't stress enough how important it is to understand supply and demand in whatever section of the market you're looking at. When the demand is low and the supply is high, you can usually get a better price on something. Here are our highest sale prices for the month. The highest condominium sale price in November was almost twice the price of the one sold in October. $1,743,000 for a 2,850 square foot 2-bedroom plus den unit in Symphony Tower downtown. The condo fee is $893 per month, and it must have been a pretty sweet deal at that price because it sold the first day it hit the MLS. The most expensive detached house sold just over $1.9 million in Windermere. It was a 5,200 square foot 2-story with a wine cellar and an outdoor pool. There were 6 other homes and 1 vacant lot that sold over $1 million as well in November. If you have any questions about the real estate market, or you'd like to buy or sell a home of your own and like to discuss your options, just give me a call. My phone number is right up there. If you think you might need down payment assistance, then watch my video on the first-time homebuyers incentive to see if you qualify for that, or give me a call for some more information. I hope you found this informative. Please share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and hit like. I wish you all the very best this holiday season. If you'd like, check out my video on where to go to check out some Christmas lights. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.